Yo, what is phone guy doing in there, bro? Yeah, what's good, fam? Welcome back to another video. So it's been a long time. I know it's been a while. Some stuff happened, but we're finally here onto the could you realistically survive in FNAF? But now we are in the entirety of the FNAF 1 building. So as you can see here, I'm in Blender. I got a 3D model of the map and stuff. Now, I will say it's probably not entirely accurate because I would use help wanted as the actual location, but unfortunately, one, I don't got the game. Two, I couldn't find a model of it online. I only found this one that was good, in my opinion. Thought it was very accurate, just not entirely accurate to the game. So apologies, I can't use the model accurate, and I don't have the game, so I can't really, put stuff together like that. So unfortunately, we got this, but at the same time, fortunately, I have this, so we're good. So, with that out the way, let's get into where could you survive. Now, I do have a couple locations in mind, but first, I just want to look around the office since, normally we just see left and right, but all around, that's pretty much about it. Now, I will say in Help Wanted, there are lockers right here, so that's something I wanted to go back to the previous two videos about. If since the lockers are here in Help Wanted, those are lore accurate. That's correct. That's supposed to be in there because you look at Help Wanted as like an official remaster. The lockers would indeed be here. So you could just hide in these lockers if they were here. Just imagine that there's lockers here. I'll put a picture up there, make it look like it's there. But there are indeed lockers at this location. And then, out of curiosity's sake, I kind of went under here to see like, oh, could you like theoretically actually hide under here? Yeah, the doors are closed, but like if you were to put your head like under here, right, feet down there, even if the doors are open, yeah, nah, they're not seeing you, bro. They can't even look through the windows. The only time they'll see is if they actually came through the doors right here. Even if you like just hid right here, only Bonnie would pretty much see you. Chica wouldn't see you because Chica's actually right here. She's actually listening right here. She's never actually at your door. Bonnie, on the other hand, since he's actually at the door, would actually look at you there. But other than that, yeah, he could probably see you. Chica wouldn't. She couldn't see you. If she was actually at the door, then, well, good luck. But I do think if you put your head under here and you were laying down, yeah, I think this would be the best defense because they wouldn't see anybody in the office for a good chunk. Even if they did pull up there, they would still look through the window and not see you there. So I think you'd be okay. I think for the most part, you would be okay. Now, of course, the doors here down. I could go ahead and put them up real quick. Wrong thing. I could quickly go ahead and put them up so you can see. Yeah, like that's not bad. Even if the doors were up, that's not bad. May as well actually fully put it up. Oh, I messed that up pretty bad. Ooh, oh my. We'll just put it up there. So yeah, even if you were right, there's the two doors. They're open. I mean, yeah, if they came in the room, yeah. If they came in the room, they could probably see you. Definitely not Bonnie. That boy would be looking in like, huh? That man would be stuck until he. Nah, if you were there, he kind of done, bro. But I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. And of course, if you got the poster and stuff and put it over, it'd be better if the speaker, maybe put the speaker in front of you or something. I don't know. But if you were just staying in the office and say they couldn't come in the office, this would be fine. This would be a good angle. Even if you had to lay this way because of your big ass head, I think you'd be fine for the most part. And of course, like I said, at like 5 o'clock, hurry up and shut the doors and we're good. So that brings us to the full building. I did a decent bit of research, right? And I want to pull out a specific video that really helped in getting this right. This video right here, Dissecting FNAF by Tech Rules. This video in specific helped so much. This video, he goes over how the AI works and stuff. Now, I know I keep saying, well, let's not use AI, let's use real. But you kind of got to use a mix of the two because you can't really determine their movements unless you use the AI from the games. So, because of how he set this stuff, right? I was watching that video and looking at other theories, and I got the folder full of like their pictures and stuff to like see different things, right? So I was thinking, so let's say we're on night 6, right? We're on night 6. You already walked into the building. You came down. It's already 12 o'clock, right? You did whatever. So one, they probably know you're in the building. They don't know if you left, but they know they saw someone came in, right? So how exactly would you even get out to begin with, right? Because you're in here. You still got to get out, because I don't know if you know, this is a pretty decently long hallway. There's really nowhere to go from here, right? So if you were here, the first thing you got to be able to do if you're going to use the whole building is how do you escape? Because yes, I can talk about the places to hide, but the places to hide do not matter if you can't leave the office. So let's start off on let's just do night 6, right? Because that's most realistically where it's going to be. They're going to be hard hunting for you. We're not going to do no night 1. Night 1 would be pretty easy. I'm not going to make this easy. So night 6, if I'm correct, let me see. Where's the video at? The video, let's see. My fuck. Give me a second. All right, there we go. So this is by 4 a.m. and I believe they only go up by like 2 or 3 points, right? So night 6 by 4 a.m. it goes 4, 13, 14, 18, right? Foxy being the biggest one that we have to watch out for. And that's where they stay pretty much at endgame, right? So because they both move, that makes it very, very difficult to leave. So one thing I want to rule out is going by this door on the left. It's not possible. Don't bother. Because one, look, you're gonna look out. You're gonna think, okay, I can hide here real quick. I could wait for Bonnie's movement opportunity. And like when he moves, I could probably run behind here, maybe run behind here, maybe run in the closet, wait for his movement opportunity. That's not going to work, simply because when Bonnie moves, first he's on stage, right? Which, by the way, you can't get them back on stage. Once they're off stage, it's wraps, bro. You can't get them back on. So the best thing to do is get them while they're still on stage. But that's going to be kind of impossible on night 6 because they're moving so fast. So first thing, I believe, is the camera right here, right? They're right here, right? This is the one camera angle. I don't have the picture for it, but this is the one camera angle, right? Bonnie's already like right here, right? Like looking at the camera. And since Foxy's number 18 right now, he would already be peeking out. So while Bonnie's right here, he will see you trying to, maneuver around and sneak around and stuff. What are you doing, right? So left door is not good. Left door is not possible. I would not go through the left door. Instead, I would go towards the right door, because Chica, she would also be standing right here sometimes, but she actually goes in towards the bathroom area. She goes into the employees only area. So the best thing to do is to wait for her movement opportunity. And if she's like getting towards here, bro, you have to play FNAF by the books. You actually have to play the game, because if she's here, Bonnie's obviously going to be here. So I think the best thing to do was keep the left door closed at all times. Don't even bother with the left side, because Bonnie will never go towards the right. He's only on the left. Chica is always on the right. So the best thing to do is just, play it by ear, check the cams here and there, and make sure that she is not in this hallway or over here by the table. You want to make sure she's either in the bathroom or she's in employees only by listening to the audio that comes from when you open up the cam. So I think that's the best idea. Now, there's this vent here. I don't believe this is in game. This leads into employees only. This vent, I don't believe is there. So I'm not going to worry about that vent. That vent doesn't exist as far as I know. So with that, with all that information out the way, which, by the way, if you are also interested, I should have brought this up earlier. Here's their route, the route for the AI. This is how they work. This is how I'm like keeping track of where they can move and everything, right? We'll come back to that later. So if everything were to go right, Bonnie's chilling over here, I wouldn't move up if Bonnie was here. Even if Chica was in here or in here, I would not move if Bonnie's here. Until Bonnie gets in this hallway, in this closet, behind this door, I'm not leaving the office. You stay in the office. Once Bonnie is over there and Chica's in the bathrooms, and only if Freddy is not here. Here's the thing, right? I'm not too worried about Foxy. The reason I'm not too worried about Foxy is because for the most part, he's covered. Yeah, he peeks his head out, but for the most part, he's covered. And I learned from that video from Tech Rules is that, yeah, Foxy just doesn't move when camera is on him. But it doesn't have to be on him specifically. It doesn't have to be this camera. It could be any camera. So the best thing to do is if Bonnie's already in this hallway, Chica is in here or here, you need to get your ass, open the cams, look at it, and make sure Freddy is not standing here or is over here. Freddy has to be in the bathroom. He absolutely has to be. Because one, if he sees you just pop out, bro, he has a great view. I lined this up somewhat accurately. Don't mind them T-posing. I don't care that much to make him look right. Yeah, he has a good view of both the hallways. And remember, Freddy doesn't stand at the door. He sneaks into your hallway to jump scare you. He sneaks into your office to jump scare you. So this man pretty much got eyes everywhere until he's in the bathroom. Because if you remember, his thing is right here. The camera's over here, but the placement's more like this. He's chilling right here, looking at you. And Chica would be standing over there. So, back to, actually getting spots. Say everything was perfect, right? Foxy's in there. Chica and Freddy are in the bathroom. Bonnie's in the hallway. The closet behind the door, right? I had this original idea when I was first thinking of this script and not the script, but thinking of this idea. I was thinking, it might be decent to hide right here, right? Yeah, you're right next to Foxy. But for the most part, none of them really going to see you. Bonnie might not do much. But then I remember, damn, I actually didn't know the camera angle of looking at the cameras. Since they will stand right here or somewhere around that, they would see you here. Because I was thinking more in Foxy's area, he just looks out and then immediately starts running. So I was like, oh, right here wouldn't be that bad of a spot. And then I thought about it again. Well, he comes running down here. Then he has to walk his goofy ass back. And guess what? He's a robot. He's going to be robotic as hell. Up, you're right there. Because, he acts robotic. You'll get up there. So that's not a good spot. Then I was thinking, what about the other side? There's nothing this side to block. So there's nothing here. You can't hide in this employees only room because this boy is alive. Are you going to risk it? Yeah. Does he do nothing? No. But one, Bonnie does come in this room. And even if you were to hide under the table, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. That's just me. I don't think it's worth it to mess with this endo. You don't know if that thing's going to actually attack you or not. And then Bonnie still comes in this room and he acts freaky, breathing up all his hot-ass breath all up in the camera. I'm good, bro. I'm not trying to deal with that. So, once again, perfect situation. Let's say everything went well. If everything went well with Freddy, Chica in there, Bonnie in the hallway, Foxy either running into the hallway or closed or even with his eyes out, I think you'd still be good. You would come from the office. You would leave through here, sneak through here, whatever. I would say it'd be worth peeking just to see what Foxy is doing and immediately run and slide under this table, right? Now, the tables aren't a bad spot. In my opinion, I think they're pretty good. However, there is a specific table out of all these tables that I think is good. And the reason is, I think right here, do you really want to see Chica's feet right there and Bonnie over there? Even if you were hiding in the middle, they both stand around right here. You don't want to stand right here because you're a little too close to Foxy. Even this one, I wouldn't even really trust this one. And from my opinion, the best one is this table right here. Now, the reason I say this one is because, yeah, they're close, but they're also elevated. So they can't see under the table too well because of the fact they're elevated. So if you were just chilling here, I would say maybe the best spot would be maybe right here. Somewhere around here, because you're hid from them. Foxy's not really going to see you from this angle. And the way that they walk around, they'll be over here, right? I wish I was using the pencil for this, but I didn't feel like it. My fault. Yeah, I think this would be the best spot. However, there is another better spot. And you probably guessed it. It's not really something hard to guess, but it's something. But before I get to that, here's another one, right? Remember how they don't get back on the stage? When they all leave the stage, regardless of wherever they're at, of course, it'd be better if, two of them in the bathroom, Foxy about ready to run, and Bonnie over there, right? Is actually behind these speakers, behind the guys, right? because they're not going to come back on stage, hiding behind of one of these speakers should be quite easy. Now, obviously, you'd rather do this when Foxy is pretty much running, or if he's fully out, because you know his zesty ass is like, just looking up at the camera. And he's kind of like tilted, running, getting ready to run with his zesty ass out. He's not going to notice you if you were to just come out from under the table or hurry up and get up here. These speakers are pretty big, and I do think that someone could hide behind these, especially if you were to crouch a little bit. So hiding behind here, because they don't come back on stage, at least as far as I remember, they don't come back on stage, you would be fine. Especially because Freddy, once Freddy gets off stage, he doesn't get back on. So I'm just assuming these two also don't come back on stage, because once Freddy leaves, he left. He doesn't come back. And there's another thing you got to remember is, the thing you have to keep in mind with these games is their movement opportunities. So I think it's like, every 5 seconds they have a movement opportunity. That's what the video said. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. I apologize. I don't remember everything off rip like that. But it's like every 5 seconds or so they have a movement opportunity. And say their number was at 4. Like say Freddy, for example. His number was 4, random number generation. If the number is equal to 4 or bigger than 4, then he will have a chance to move. I believe that's how it works. Editing DJ here. So I actually got this backwards. So the randomly generated number, which starts from 0 and goes all the way up to 20, that number is compared to the animatronic AI level. So if Freddy was 4 and he got the number 6, the way that it works is that if the AI level is greater than or equal to the randomly generated number, then they would move. So if Freddy was 4 and got the number 6, Freddy wouldn't move because 4 is less than and not equal to 6. However, if Freddy was level 10 and got number 6, then he would actually move because 10 is equal to or greater than 6. But even then, once you put the camera on him, Foxy is rendered immobile. He can't move when he's under the camera. So that brings me to where my last thing is at and how I would say is the best way to survive. So let's say Freddy and Chica were in there, Bonnie over here, and you have Foxy stun locked by the camera. Because it doesn't make sense to not have the camera up at all times. I realize that because it's kind of like a tablet. So you could probably just prop it up and keep the camera on. What I would do is, if you're still playing Five Nights at Freddy's, you still have to play FNAF 1 regularly, is to keep track of where Freddy is at all times. Don't bother checking anybody else other than maybe Chica, so you can know when to actually leave this hallway. But keep an eye on Freddy at all times. Because Foxy is stun locked by camera usage, he can't do anything. So you have the left door closed at all times, and you have the camera following Freddy. And you find the best thing to do depending on where they are in the situation. So if Freddy and Chica were in there, and like I said, Foxy stun locked, Bonnie's in there, you're still hiding in beneath this table. The best thing to do is to wait for Chica to either go into employees only or to get in this hallway. And Freddy cannot be either. Freddy has to be back here. He can't stand here. He can't be over there. It would be too much of a risk to move while he's near you. And the best thing to do is to actually run into the bathroom and go into the men's bathroom, because Freddy likes to poke out from the women's bathroom right here, right? It wouldn't make sense to go in here because his ass can just go whoop and look underneath. Chica stands here, but she doesn't actually go in the bathroom. So the best thing to do is actually hide in the men's bathroom, maybe hide in the middle stall and like prop yourself up like this so you don't cast a shadow, your feet aren't seen underneath the stalls, you're just holding yourself up in a little position. And I think the bathroom is the absolute best spot to hide in the entire game. Now, I do believe that was a pretty obvious attempt, but when you bring in the fact of how their movement patterns work, you have to consider this. Because Golden Freddy, he's not a problem. He could pop in the office, okay, whatever. One, it's rare for him to pop into the office regardless. And two, that's all he does. Meanwhile, Freddy, as you can see, he goes into the bathroom, women's bathroom. He comes over, he can stand in the thing. That's so you can see the camera from over here. And then he'll get behind your door and then in. Chica has all these movements, and Bonnie moves. He has about the same movements as Chica, but the areas are way smaller. And then Foxy is just directly into you, right? That's why I say the best thing to do is to actually play FNAF until the right opportunity. There's nowhere to hide off rip. If you try to hide off rip, they got you. So the best thing to do is to be in this office, check cameras, peep both, close this immediately. You know, you could probably peep Bonnie for a little bit because this closet's not worth it. And again, employees only is not worth it. We don't even know what goes on in the employees only over here. I think this map was made for like a VR chat thing. So this was just an area that people can hide in. I don't believe this is not actual how Scott would have made it to be. And I think this is supposed to be the kitchen anyways. But yeah, the best spot is either under this table or in the men's bathroom. It's just a matter of fact of how am I going to get there without getting bopped by these people. And that's about it. I don't really have much else. There's probably things you could use, especially because now we're going full scale building. This probably is much harder to do, but because you're doing full scale building, there's probably much more you could do. Because again, in the other videos, a lot of people were saying, stack the TVs up, grab the posters, hide them. And the only reason I didn't want to say yes to those, even though they were great ideas, was the fact that you would think that they would find something wrong. But the same thing could go to full scale building. But I think it's a lot more lenient when you're doing the full scale building. Because what are the odds that they know exactly what's going on in the entire building? So say you like put the fan on the floor. They're going to think that's a little weird because they don't normally see that. But say you like tip this cup over. Are they going to notice that? Say like one of these was laying on the side. They going to notice that? I think it's a little too much for them to think like, you know, this does seem a little bit odd, you know? So I think actually using stuff to your advantage would be pretty good. Like, for example, grabbing one of these pieces of paper and say Bonnie's still chilling right here. If you like quickly peeped out your office and like threw it down this hallway so you can get him to run over into this hallway, then I think you'd be okay. I think you'd be chilling. But other than that, I don't think there's much that you can use to manipulate your chances of living if you can't get them to move. Them moving is the biggest thing that you can do. That's the most beneficial thing you can do. Other than that, I can't think of anything else here. Now, I will say, this map had like 4 arcade machines, 3 here, 1 here. I put them under the map. I don't believe that's in the actual game. I'm not sure. Again, I believe this was made for like a VR chat, like FNAF RP or something. But if they are actually in the game, say like this Freddy one was actually in the game. I mean, Foxy, my fault. If this Foxy one was actually in the game, right? I do believe that this could be quite beneficial because, oh, my fault. It was right here. It was right here. The reason I said I didn't take the whole thing. But I believe this one would be beneficial because you could kind of hide right here, right? They would still probably see you right there. But I think this would be kind of beneficial because even Foxy wouldn't really see you that well, especially if you timed it to when he ran, you'd get a little bit closer here. So when he's running back, he wouldn't really see you. So I think this one would be a little bit beneficial. It wouldn't be worth hiding right here. Maybe if they got off stage, you know, you could chill right here because that's a very slim chance they'll see you coming out the bathroom. Even then, lay down. But then, I keep forgetting, Bonnie likes hiding in this damn room. Damn. So no, that wouldn't work. Man, get the fuck out of the stage, bro. You're not worth it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really got much else. I think that's it. I spent a few days theorizing different ways. The main reason this took so long is simply because of the fact that I was trying to memorize their routes and figuring out how they work. When their aggressive meter pulls in, like, especially according to this video, like, when do their aggressor starts to climb? And when it's climbing, it gets even worse. You got to remember, they move damn fast. Because, again, those movement opportunities are high. So they can move out of this building damn fast. You could be going flip, 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 flip. Come over here, look over, Chica's behind you. And it's raps. It's very difficult when you think of it in the way that the game AI wants you to think of it. It's actually type hard. And not only that, my boy, what in the world? I don't know what happened. Oh, I know what's going on. I'm in the Eevee renderer. Give me 1 second. My brother, they are quite scary. You see how dark this building is? So not only are you fighting them, you're fighting the light. The cameras only have light because they're cameras. You know, they're kind of night vision cameras. This building would be dark as a motherfucker. The only light you have is here and in the hallway with these lights. So let me go ahead and put the emissive up on this real quick. No. Make that white, right? Like, do you see how dark that is? Oh, I think I actually put that one up. It doesn't matter. Do you see how dark this building is? So not you're playing with your life with this, bro. You really gotta be back and forth with the. Damn, that makes it so much harder. I should have rendered this. I should put this in render mode earlier. It is dark in this building, yo. Oh my god. Yeah, that's scary. But everything that I said still stands true. As long as they, god damn, that's so dark. They're kind of scary even when T-posing. Yo, that's dark as hell. But even when they're there, you gotta hide. You know, they're not there. Okay, quickly slide under the table. Make sure Foxy ain't seeing you. I would put them in the proper poses, but with Blender, they kind of come in collections, and since I'm still learning Blender, I don't know how to copy paste them in different areas very well. I just know the basics of Blender. So yeah, that's kind of that's pretty difficult. And yeah. I was just using material view for the whole time. I should have put it in rendered in the beginning just to show how difficult this would be. Now, this is because I'm interested, right? Only because I am interested in figuring this out, right? Is this the one that I did? Did I indeed click on this one? I didn't click on this one. So I did click on this one. Let's make it black. Let's put that back to 1. Right. All right, so now that one's bright. Does this one go bright as well? Yes. Both of those are the same. Okay. Sorry. And then let's go ahead. Is there a light over here in the bathroom? No. I mean, to be fair, I don't think they ever really will. I think it's still just the night vision camera being a thing. And even in here, no light. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. The only other light is in here that I know of, right? So once again, let's go back into render. Right? So your office isn't normally this bright. This is because of the outside light. So if you did flick the light switch on, and that's the thing too, because you flick the light switch on, they now know someone is actually in the building. Same with if you're using a camera. Since Foxy gets stun locked, he knows you're in the building. The others may not, but Foxy sure knows because of the stun lock. And then when you turn on the light, I think everybody else at that point understands that you're also in the building. So I don't think you can really hide without them being like, damn, there's no one in this building. Why are we doing this? They know. They know full well that you're actually in the building still. Even then, turn on the light. Realistically, you're probably not going to be able to see all the way down there. Same with this side. It's on. Realistically, you're probably not going to be able to see all the way down there. And again, close the door. They know you're here. So man. This is so much harder now. I didn't think about the lights being off because I'm more just thinking about tactics from the floor layout. But even then, it's still possible. 100% still possible. It's just now you got to deal with the fact that the lights are off and it's going to be much harder and far, far more scarier than, the way I was thinking of it earlier. And that would also be a problem if you're going to, try to sneak your way into the bathroom because you're probably going to be stumbling a little bit trying to get into here. Let's see, how dark is it in here? Like, would you be able to find your way? I think you would. I don't think it'd be that hard. Yikes, I can just barely see everything like that. So yeah, well, hey, best thing is, if you do make it into the bathroom and hide in here, you're not going to cast no shadows, so you can probably keep your feet under here. You probably don't have to hold up to the wall. But yeah, that's my opinion on doing the full FNAF building. Again, like the parts and service is not worth it. Chica will get in there. She'll be eating a pizza. She'll find you. She'll bite your finger off or some. And then the rest of them are kind of just there. they're very much a nuisance. They're very much an annoyance to deal with. And yeah, man. And if you really want to get into the lore with this and everything, if you chilling here and Golden Freddy, Golden Freddy pop up. Oh shit, man! You don't want to do it. If Golden Freddy pop up here, you're done, bro. You're done. I know he doesn't kill you per se, especially if you just like if you don't stare at him, you can just flick away at the camera. But damn, are you realistically gonna remember to do that? Are you gonna quickly look at the camera, and be like, "Ooh," and look away? No, you're not. You're not gonna do that, bro. So yeah, man, that's my ideas. Again, I'm sorry it took so long. A lot of stuff happened, so I had to postpone this for a little bit. And again, I was doing more research and I was looking at videos, trying to keep the AI in mind and understand how they work. And again, I'm only doing this from the way of night 6. If it was 2020 mode, damn. I don't think you're surviving a 22. I don't think you're surviving a 420 mode, bro. I think you're done. So don't think that's possible. But from night 1 to night 6, I do believe this is entirely a viable strat to just, make sure to always come out the right side, hide under the tables, then quickly go into the bathroom, or stay under the tables or hide behind the speakers because they don't go back up there after they leave. But it very much depends on how the animatronics react. Foxy, I'm surprised Foxy is not a major concern. I did think he would be a major concern, but because he's so one-sided, just quickly running in there, I think you're good. And remember, if you keep him stun locked with the camera on, and again, you would check Freddy most of the time, but because cameras are up, he's stun locked. Even when you run out of power, you should be fine here, behind here, and in the men's bathroom. Don't go into the women's bathroom because Freddy will go in there and he'll eat your ass. So I think this is the best viable strat. I wish there was more because I thought maybe there'd be something like on top, like I got like hot up here. But look at no, that's not gonna happen. This building is very bare bones. It's very much a child friendly building with murderous, animatronics inside of it. But that is that. If you enjoyed the video, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I appreciate you if you watched this far. It really means a lot to me. Thank you guys for getting me up to, I think it was like 4.1K subscribers last time I checked. I did not expect to grow so massively. It's been very, I don't know what the right way to say. Just know I never really thought that I'd actually make it this high up and have people actually enjoy my videos this much. It's truly heartwarming to know that people out there like my ideas and that you guys supported me and keep wanting more and more content like this. Like I'm a-okay with making this content. I love doing it. I love theorizing dumb ways. I love reading your comments and everything. And I like every one of y'all guys' comments. I may not respond to everything, but just know I like every single comment that I get to see on my page. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Most times I still go back to the videos and I like every single comment because I just want to know that I just want you guys to know I appreciate your guys' support. And man, it's a lot. Damn near made me want to cry, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I've been doing this for so long. It really makes me happy to see people enjoying my stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys back in the next video. Let me know if you guys want a FNAF 2 full building. My God, I'm gonna have to find a model for that. And if I can't, I'm gonna have to conjure up some bougie stuff trying to do a full building of FNAF 2. That is if there isn't a model. If there is a model, then this shouldn't be too hard. But if not, yikes. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video whenever I get to it. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it.